Hey guys, hello. What's going on? Welcome here, Key West, Florida. It's a beautiful day outside. I don't know what it is over in your world. Hope it isn't cold and freezing. But listen, maybe you can see behind me, but I've been playing in the Sumerian text and having quite a fun time. Now we have to put into perspective that the Sumerian texts are the oldest stuff that we have. All right, we get Toth and all these other things from him, and Enkidu and Enoch, and well, all these wonderful people in these books and these stories, these characters. Will you believe me if I told you that they're the same people as in our Bible? That that they've just been bringing them from one thing, one eon to another. But the whole point, I mean, my goodness, if you did realize what I realized today, I mean, I've been doing these wonderful stories and reading these wonderful stories that they have only just been able to decipher. And the stories run just like our code. All right. And I'm going to pull back and show you something really quick. All right. In our stories. Now, you got to understand that this is representing the four, okay? It's just backwards, you know. Sometimes these stories and things like that read from right to left or left to right. So here we have man. This would be a king, the first story, the first kingdom. And then we have this interesting thing here that has a little eye up here, all right? The same idea. Now, this is our inside. This is that the ups and then the down, and this is that there's a rod here with the torch at the top of it. It's very much the Kundalini system. That's what that is. That's the tree of life. Then we have this this fish man. All right, because basically in these situations you're the preacher too in these stories, and that's what this guy. This is fish. This is in the body part of our thing. These guys, these are the seven sages. Oh my God, you guys, you wouldn't believe what I've learned in this side. Okay, it's pretty cool. And then, excuse me. So the skin, and then we get to our spiritual side, and the spiritual side is all this wonderful stuff. I know I didn't draw that well, but that's supposed to be that's an 8-star. It's a star. It's got 8 sides on it. So it's really like the insides. It's the inside part of a wheel. All right. So it's the precursor to like Buddhism and stuff like that. But I think that they were all probably going on at the same time. But it's the 8 spokes of a wheel is what that would be. All right. That's when everything's all coming together. All right. Plus, he's a bird. He's got wings now. And I'm not sure what this object is, but there's 3 of them. But this is usually the combination of Mother and Son and the Holy Ghost. Believe it or not, as pagan as you think these people are and stuff like that or were, it's because you're reading it wrong. You're not being symbolic, which is what all this stuff is. And I don't know what this is down here, but I'm imagining that it's probably having to do with a bow. But this is what happens, man seeks this particular place inside. And what's interesting is this here. This looks like a bundle of reeds. A bundle of reeds. And there's an all-seeing eye. And we have this situation where this is usually he's holding on to a cone. All right, this is like an incense, and an incense is the idea of going up and down because that's what they use incense for. It's how to send a message to God. But that's our Kundalini situation. That's really the flight mechanism for this. And how we know this is a flight mechanism. Let's see if you can see this. Can you see that? Let me see if I bring it up closer to you. Right? Can you see he's an archer and it's got wings? And so this is usually found right over top of everything or in this spot right there. Because this is the situation of flight. And in India, this would be the Vimana. All right. How do you get from Earth up into the heavens. Well, they have a spaceship for theirs, and for us, they do too. You know, how does Ezekiel get away? Oh, he gets away on a UFO. Well, no, it's the same idea. This flight is this business. This is the rainbow bridge that connects Earth to heaven. This is that situation right there. And I got one more for you too, and this one's read in the right direction, but it's still really, really cool. And you remember, we're looking at it with our eyes, are symbolic. Here is a ring, all right? And look, I've already got it numbered down here for what they are. We go from, this is number one, the man, the mind, the king, the moon. The second phase of everything is going through the emotions, all right, and the moon. And then we have this one here is the star. This is representing the body, the person himself. You're the star in the show, all right? And again, we get that eight business in the top here. And then on the other side, we get a throne. We get to be in the throne. So it's really about, this is about somebody going through meditation and gaining this higher side. And you could also see this same kind of, let me see if I can help you with this last one. I'm just showing you what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm linking everything together. All right. I'm not going to kid you that this shit all comes together. All right. It's all the same. Right. You know, he's got an empty. Oh, what am I showing you? An empty. Oh shit. Let's see if I can do it. Can you see me? So on the Hopi, on the Hopi prophecy rock, there's some guy down here, and he's holding on to a reed. All right, and that's what I keep thinking. Those are you know, symbolism of our Kundalini system. And so, and it's attached to a box of some kind, like so. It gets divided in half. There's like some kind of a guy here, a guy here, and a guy here, and then there's this line, and then there's another guy here. The fourth one. It's the same idea. This would be the first, second, and third, and these are the guys that are all the bad guys. But once you break over to this other side, and this guy has a up delta on his head. This is the Hopi prophecy rock. So it's the same. It's telling the same thing, but it's not the death of people. It's the death of someone who's reborn again and brought back to life. And all these stories are about resurrection. All right. And whether you believe in that or not, that's one of the reasons why our works are extended so long, because it could take very many lives to do it. And here we have probably been doing this from the beginning, from the very beginning. And we have these wonderful little stories here in order to keep us together. All right. You know, that for those people that can see, then there's the information right there in front of you. It's really wonderful. All right. So I wanted to do this one real quick because when I was looking for information, you can Google everything you want, but it's called Slaying the Dragon. All right. And there's like 3 or 4 different stories of slaying the dragon. And they go through all the same things that we would have to go through in meditation. All right. But the way it works out is that what happens when this dragon is the one that's holding all the water back. All right. It's the division line. And you have to understand that these stories, they sound just like the Bible. They look a little different because they come from thousands of years before. Oh, my free recording limit will be stopped automatically in 27 seconds. All right, you guys, I'll see you. I'll be back. All right. I've got to get something going on. I love you. See you. Bye.